can imagine like being in the chair and just kind of seeing the excitement of clients, not just your client, but even the clients around you. And it creates a buzz. In the front, there's a couple of different ways you can section this front off. There's a corner. You can go in there. Oops, sorry. And then just drag it straight across. Put this in a ponytail. Now, if you follow that section all the way through, then what that's going to create is more of a tapered layered effect, because you're going to layer this on top by following it through. If you wanted to maintain it, then you can easily create your diamond right behind it. You still got a diamond in there. You drop out that perimeter, and then you can maintain more of a elongated feel. With her textured hair, me personally, I would recommend adding more layers, because again, the longer it is, then the more density you end up losing, which in result you end up losing shape. If it's not impressive enough, y'all let me know, because I feel a lot of pressure. I said y'all some heavy hitters in here. I'll do some backflips while I do cut hair if I need to. All right. In the salon, it'll take me about 3 minutes to section this off, but talking and doing it at the same time, of course, takes a little longer. Now, go ahead. I think this is a New York thing. This morning, I had a chair doing the same thing, and I didn't know what was going on. And then finally, they were like, "It's the bottom." Now she's too tall for me. Just to give you an idea. So basically, it's 3 sections on back, 3 sections on top, and that's what it should look like. Now, what you'll also see that was developed is you'll see the zigzag pattern underneath. Now, keep in mind, this is a shorter layered haircut on top, disconnected from your perimeter. That's where the zigzags play a major role, because can anybody tell me what zigzags do when you're incorporating, whether it's your color, your haircut? Tell me, my love.
You don't see a blonde line.
Say it again.
You won't see a blonde line.
Nice, perfect. So it eliminates that weight, it eliminates that bluntness. Ultimately, it creates integration for the shape. So you can use this whether you're doing a haircut. You can even use this type of manner, even if you're doing like a color, and that'll help add that softness into there. So ultimately, that's what we're using it for. So once we've completed that, we're going to take one more section, because we already cut our perimeter, right? So I'm going to take this last section, I'm going to ponytail up this section out the ways. That way I can secure it and ensure that I don't go in there and create any more cutting in this area that's not needed. All right. So when I was talking about making sure you don't hit the ponytails in there too tight, this is why. That way I can go in there and easily remove that ponytail without causing discomfort to the client. So easily you just stick the corner of your comb inside and you just slide it out. Once we've done that, this is where that X grit design on the X2 clippers come into play. Now, whether you decide to take that section, cut parallel to the floor. When you get scared, why is that your hair, girl? Is this your friend? You know, I'm just talking about it. All right, so whether you want to cut it parallel to the floor, that way you can create more of a square layered effect. Whether you want to go in there and follow the shape of her head, that way you can create more of a rounded layered effect. Or if you're wanting more of a subtle layer, then of course, short to long will create less layers in there. So it'll create maximum layers at the center point, but it also maintains a lot more density and a lot more length throughout the hair. I'm going to just cut it parallel to the floor. Now, one thing that's important is if you're working with the zigzags, then you have to make sure you cut this last piece. If this piece isn't cut, there's no point in this technique. So it needs that once this piece gets cut, then there's a purpose for the zigzag. Because if not, then all this is pretty much done for nothing, because it's just blended on its own. Now I am working with my teeth at a closed position. And what I mean is there's different taper adjustments.